Okay, so this is going to be a video on how I modded my VCube 6. Now this was half requested by someone who saw my, me actually doing the mod. He asked some questions and I decided it would be easier if I just made a video. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to tell you how I sanded down the really little tiny edge pieces. Like, these really little tiny, like, no. These right there, yeah, so. These are the materials I used. Well, like material, and that would be this. It's actually very nice. I used the, this part. I used the rough end, and this. Okay, so yeah, I just took that. Took the bump part. Oops. Took the part with the bump on it and just rubbed it on there. Well, like turning like that, so it would get the roundness of it until it was perfectly smooth. And then imagine this cube's like completely disassembled. I took the core. I put this like in there. I held it in place and I moved it around like side to side to make sure that there wasn't a bump. And then I did that for all of them, all 22. And then now I'm going to show you how I sanded these off. So basically for this, I used AD coarse, but you might want to use something that's coarser because it'll be faster. And then 150C, fine. You might want something just a little bit coarser than this, but I find this works really good. Okay, so I took this and I rubbed it on there until the two bumps were flat. And then, this I explained this in the video, I took the fine one, I took the side and then I rubbed it in circular motions for a couple of seconds until it was smooth. And then I took the coarse one again. I took the side, and then I did it diagonally, so like that. And then I did it like that and like that because it's gonna be like flat right there. So I did it like that, so it'd be a little bit more circular. Then use this to finish it off. Like, yeah, just did that. It might be easier if you use a Dremel for the edges, like these edges, but I don't recommend using it for this flat side because it leaves like indents that might cause clicking. Now onto the pins. Okay, so this is how I did the pin. First, Monkey Dude 1313. I'm not criticizing him or anything, but some people said that like to cut one of these entire pins off, like cut the head, cut the point, and just stick it in there. But I find that's really annoying because I did that, and the pins fell off. Like 2 of the pins fell out before I even got the cube assembled. So yeah, if it's really long, if you bump into it or drop it on the ground, there's a higher chance of it breaking off because there's more surface area that can, you know, get pushed around. So I suggest cutting off a section about on a roller. So I suggest you cut. Okay, I suggest you cut a piece from a whole pin. If use the metric system, about half a centimeter to 0.7, half a centimeter to 0.7 to 0.8 millimeters. If you use the imperial system, I think that it's called that, about a quarter of an inch to like quarter and a half, or quarter and 3/4 of an inch. So that's about how long you know the pin. Now this is the super glue I use. I use Loctite super glue gel control. Yeah, so I really like that super glue. I put a pretty big, like, medium blob in there, stuck the pin in there, waited like 20, maybe half a day, 12 hours, put another pretty small blob of super glue in there, and then I put some super glue, see that right, excuse me, there. So it depends, pointing that way. I do a little, yeah. So the pin's pointing that way, and my finger is the centerpiece. Put it right there, where the acute angle is, not the obtuse. Yeah, put some super glue there too. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, the corners. Yeah, so for the stalks, I just took a utility knife. I did, like, first I did Pie's version, like, just scraped it down hard, and then I scraped down, like, lightly and quickly, and then I took the fine sandpaper, like, folded it so it's like almost flat like that, and I like went like that all around for those. And then for these corners, like the bumps, I put the sandpaper on the edge of the table, put the corner on there, and just like went like that. So basically, my fingers are sandpaper, and the edge of the table I went like that. Rotate it, so like that, that, for all the sides. And I think that's it for the pie modification. Yeah, that's it, and hope this helps.